Michelle Casper with Honeygrove Homes. This is another edition of Spotlight RVA, and I am so blessed and incredibly just honored that Natalie Reddell would sit down with me and do this series with me. You guys know her as being an Instagram celebrity and just total badass. And I'm going to say it because she is. Thank you so much.
Crazy. Okay, you're welcome. I was looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. So, where are you from, Richmond? Where are you from initially?
I was born in Florida.
Okay.
So grew up there, went to Florida State. So spent most of my life in Florida until we moved here about 10 years ago for my husband's job.
Husband's job. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what do you love about Richmond? Like, what has made you just fall in love with this city? Because I know you've been saying how much you like it.
I really love Richmond.
Yeah.
I would say, when we moved here, Picasso was at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts.
I remember that.
VCU was in the Final Four. And there was like one other thing. And I was like, I have literally arrived. This is like the Mecca. We're like basketball, Picasso. I mean, so mainly what I would say for me being in Richmond is it offers what a lot of the bigger cities offers, but it's user friendly.
Right.
So you actually go do the stuff because it doesn't, you don't have to park 12 miles and, it's not like the things aren't expensive. You can go to a University of Richmond football game for next to nothing and get great seats and have a really stellar experience. So we've just had fun living in Richmond.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
And the Four Seasons, which Florida has one. And then it's cold for a second.
Very true.
But it's literally, I'm like, oh, this is fall. Okay, now I get it. There's things my mom told us about in spring. Like, oh. Yeah. So that part's really fun.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed the seasons here.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad. Well, Richmond loves having you. You have definitely helped put a spotlight on Richmond. So tell me a little about your interior design business. What is your process with that in terms of you see a space, that's kind of either out of date or they want to redo, the whole room. How do you do that? Like, what's your process for that compared to maybe saying you see something that you've done before? How do you tweak it for a new space so your style is staying fresh?
Well, I definitely don't, it's not about my style, I would say. Like, I don't ever try and recreate anything. Okay. I just try and, it's all to me about processing what the client's priorities are and needs. And sometimes I've had, you kind of have to learn like what I might think should be their priorities, but then I have to go back to okay, that wasn't what they're really worried about was this, so listening to your client and paying attention to the space. I mean, I almost, you want to go and see what are the non-negotiables. Unless we knock down the house, that fireplace stays. We have to work around that. So that would be another thing, kind of establishing the things that are not flexible. Sure. And then going from there. Sure. And I would say as much as I listen to my clients, I listen to the space and the architecture and the, how it flows and all that stuff. So that's kind of where I start. A lot of it, every project is different, which I love about it, which I really love about it. Right. So I love that I have a lot of, I do kitchen and bath. And about the time I say I'm never doing another kitchen and bath, I'll have a break and I'm like, I miss doing kitchens and baths. And I'm like, never doing this again. And I love doing window treatments and I love specifying art and it's a cool opportunity. I feel very blessed to do what I do. I really do.
Well, obviously you're amazing at it. If you guys could even just see this room that she's designed, it's amazing.
This is a hodgepodge. My house is a whatever inherited antique shops. I don't know.
It's beautiful, you guys. She was being way too modest. But I love it because it's luxury. It's high end. You get a taste of Natalie, but clearly you listen to your clients, and we're talking earlier about how rare that is. Somebody who actually listens to somebody. So go to her for the interior design, you guys. So thank you. Yeah, of course. So in terms of your lives, which I know is what you are really, really known for.
Which is crazy.
No.
Despite all my hours of training and work in interior design, nobody really cares. They want to know if the teeth whitening thing with charcoal works.
Yeah. But you're
even my people, even the design people.
Yeah.
I walk into showrooms and they'll be like, "Oh my God, did the snail mask work?" And I'm like, "Wait, can I get pricing and samples? Like, what the heck?"
It's worlds colliding.
Oh, major. I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It has been a very novel thing.
That's funny. So when you were the initial starter of the struggle video, and I have to say, I'm sure there are plenty of people who've tried to copy you. But you are the original, the first.
Nobody struggles quite like I do. It is authentic. It is a struggle.
Well, you're funny.
Thank you.
You are naturally funny.
Thank you.
I can see why you have.
I crack myself up all the time. So it's like, it's like other people just like, oh, she's really actually like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Well, you're real. You're real.
I think
you're
I am.
extraordinarily real, and that is very refreshing in a time of filters and a time of people who like to put out a lot of things that they aren't. And I'm just talking real with you guys here. This woman is real, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Even if I try not to be, I can't pull it off. So I'm like, screw it. Just put it all out there.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, tell me about this signature of
yours.
The golden hashtag.
The golden hashtag. When I was just starting on Instagram, and I was kind of late to the Instagram game, but I had just sort of started getting a little bit of traction and got invited to go to the kitchen and bath industry show. Okay. Then they were calling it a bloggers conference, and now that's kind of like, nobody says bloggers now, but anyway, and the day before I left, I was in an antique shop, and they have this rusty number sign, and I was like, that's really like a hashtag. Okay, I'm going to buy it. And I'm like, okay, saying to self, please don't embarrass yourself and take that to Las Vegas. And I'm like, well, I'll just take it. Yeah. And I'm like, please, Lord, don't take it to the show. And I'm like, I'll just throw it in my bag, like this ginormous gold, this hashtag. Okay. And I love sparkly everything, so it's appropriate that it's sparkly. And so I just took it with me and would like pose with my favorite things at market. Yeah. And by the end of market, people are like, wait, can we get a picture with the hashtag? If you come see our booth, like the CEO of some of the top kitchen and bath industries are like, where's that girl with the hashtag? We want the hashtag. I mean, it was like literally made up.
It became your shtick.
It was kind of a thing. Yeah. And so now I basically work for her. Yeah. It's truly, that's pretty much what it is now. But it's a lot of fun. And so it's just become part of like my brand and
well, it sets you apart.
That's what I think that was what it made me feel like, you know what? Nobody's going to do it for me. I'll just do it, and it'll be something kind of memorable. I didn't expect it to quite get the traction it did. Yeah. But like my cousin says, she helps me with a lot of my marketing and branding stuff. She's like, basically, she's known me my whole life. So she's like, it's like the hashtag is the part of you that always knows better. And like, you can still behave and be like, look, I wouldn't do this. But the hashtag made me like, it is literally like, we should have had this your entire childhood. Like, it's always the hashtag's fault. So I'm like, I know better, but I can't control her. Right. So it is actually frighteningly true. Funny. So it's just fun. Yeah. Now it's just gotten to be like a fun thing. And now it's everything. Yeah. Well, and I know that you are starting a new business venture with your e-commerce. Yes. So you are kind of taking your struggle videos as well as your interior design, because I know you get a lot of questions about things that you wear or that are in your bathroom, or things that people see. They want everything that has to do with you, and that really speaks to you. So tell me about how you are going to be kind of taking those worlds and colliding them and making them one Natalie Reddell one-stop shop. Okay. Well, the live videos are really, for if people don't know, not design related. It's usually trying some new hair product live for the first time, which is the struggle part. Sure. I struggle through whatever makeup and like all these things. And it's literally how it is, whether the camera is there or not. That's how it goes down. But it is usually pretty funny. So that is usually beauty products, hair contraptions, whatever. And I do some in the kitchen when I do some cooking struggle videos, which are equally traumatizing. And so what tends to happen is people are like, where did you get that shirt? Or, where do I buy that skincare? And I've spent a crazy amount of time sending people to other people's websites. Right. And I'm like, I'm working my tail off. Right. Why am I not directing people to my own website? Sure. And like people say, where do you get that shirt? And I'm like, why am I not buying this shirt wholesale and selling this shirt? And partly too, just for people from the consumer standpoint, I feel like people are like, okay, I want that shirt. And she can't tell me where to get it because, like I told you earlier, like, I probably got it in college at a thrift store that had, like, cool 70s stuff. Like, I have no freaking idea.
Right.
So I just feel like from a consumer standpoint, it's nice for people to be able to get things. And at the same time, in that same thread, like any project I'm working on, like if I'm working on a design board or whatever, I'll put it in my Instagram stories. And what tends to happen is I'll get 15 messages saying, wait, I want that mirror. Or, you know, I'm in Sioux Falls, whatever. Where's Sioux Falls? South Dakota.
Gotcha.
Okay. I got halfway there. Like, I want that office. Right. And so I'm like, this will sound awful, and I mean this in the nicest awful way. Like, I don't have to meet that person. Right. I don't have to hold your baby. I don't have to hang the mirror. You literally sold. Yeah. You know, and
I understand that.
As you actually, e-commerce is regulated, so I cannot reduce product. Oh, it protects me. Sure. Because as a designer, I'm always like, okay, I really want to sell the room. I mean, I sell things to my clients far lower than what you're even allowed to do on e-commerce. Wow. So I'm like, I'm going to make a notable amount more. I don't have to hang the mirror. Sure. And if it's set up on e-commerce, I don't even know you got it. Right. But you know, so I like that started, you know, all these parallel things. Right. And I'm like, why don't I? And I love to do things like entertaining, and I'll do a tablescape, and people say I want the candles and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, this is stupid. Like, we just need to sell everything and have a one-stop shop where people can go at least find the things that I've curated.
Right. Well, and I love that because you have such great style, and clearly with somebody seeing something in Sioux Falls, you can't always, you know, deliver on that. And I know how important your followers are to you and you delivering to them. So I really appreciate you doing that for somebody like me who will go on your website, who might want the mirror.
That was really where it started bothering me. Is I'm like, I can't really solve this stuff for people, you know? Or then I spend half of my day trying to be like, okay, where that mirror, I get it to trade. So I buy it directly. Right. I have to find a vendor for them that not only am I not getting the sale, like I have to spend time finding it because I feel bad not to find it, where I'm like, this is the craziest thing.
I understand.
It sort of was, there have been a couple forces kind of driving us to that, you know, but I have no idea what I'm doing. It is not, I mean,
I don't believe that.
And listen, if it weren't for like Google and YouTube, I mean, I'll have conversations with people about like the e-commerce stuff, and they're like, and you need a fulfillment center. I'm like, okay, bye. And then I'm like, crap. Fulfillment center. I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, but you need an EPI. And I'm like, crap, what's an EPI? So I'm like, Google. I'm like, okay, I got a fulfillment center and EPI. And that is, I mean, I am like, it is like YouTube, Google trained.
I'm the same, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But that's everybody, right?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's made me, I mean, I've learned so much. And I mean, I've learned it. I don't want to not know it. Even if, I mean, do I want to manage the fulfillment center every day? I'm good. Right. But I would like to understand why I need it and how we got it set up and how it runs. So I like that I don't ever like, I like to do things my way. Sure. I don't like being a follower. Absolutely. I like being a, you know, trailblazer. So I've had fun.
And you are one.
Thanks.
You are.
I've had fun doing that. I mean, really, like, I like that I can't get the answers because that means I'm like, heck yeah, that means nobody else is doing this, and I love that. Right. But also I'm tired. Yeah. How the hell do we do this? So it's been a ride, you know. But I'm proud of what we've done so far, and I hope. I mean, the worst thing that happens is that part doesn't work, you know, and it is in a way nice because that's sort of one thing that I'm working on. I still have my design business, and you know, so I sort of have it. But it can be overwhelming.
I can understand that, and I have no doubt it's going to be a huge success.
I hope so.
It really is.
It's being a success now because we've had so much fun. With it. Yeah. You know, I mean,
and
even
it shows. It radiates through the phone.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, as you know, I've watched you, and I really have, and I'm like, dang, I want to be this girl's friend. Aww. Like, I really, like, you are such a light in this world. So thank you so much.
You make me cry.
No, I'm not trying to make you cry, but I sincerely thank you for everything that you do, because I think you bring joy into people's lives when they need it the most.
I try to.
Thank you.
I mean, it helps me too. It helps me too.
And thank you for sitting down with me. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I really appreciate this and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you so much.
Well, I think it's awesome what you're doing too. It's innovative and it's cool to try and, like you said, set yourself apart.
Yeah.
Offer something, bring something else to the table that brings value, and you're doing a great job of it. So I appreciate being a part of it.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys. Tune into Spotlight RVA coming up in September next. It is dog month, I think, in September. So we're gonna be
That's exciting.
It is. It's something with the animals, so don't kill me if I get it wrong. But I know we're gonna be spotlighting the puppies. So it's gonna be on the way. Thank you again, Natalie. I really appreciate it. I'm signing off, you guys. Michelle Casper with Honeygrove Homes and Natalie Reddell.
Hi. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
That was awesome.